these graphs look the same, I mean it. They're all going to look like that, except for when there's a negative here, I'll get to that. But they're all going to look like that. So the two values I got here are what are going to go here. I want you to do that every time the same way. The two values you get go here and here. And they are my vertical asymptotes, just like they were there and there. They are my vertical asymptotes. Where else do you think I got to put a vertical asymptote?
2 over. 4 over.
4. Look, because I went 4 over from there. I went 4 over from there. Let's go 4 over from there and put another vertical asymptote. I don't even know what that point is yet, but I can put it there.
1.
What else do I know? What do all of these graphs have in common again? They start where?
0.
0, 0. So put it down at 0, 0. And here's the cool thing. They all look the same. So I don't need to plug stuff in to try and figure this out. I don't need to know all these values up here. I know that I start down here, go to 0, go up here. Start down here, go to the 0, go up. So look, I got this here. The point before it, I'm just going to match up. The point after it, I'm going to match up. And I'm going to curve it in. Okay? In the middle of the cycles goes the dot on the x-axis. The first one goes down to match up. The second one goes up to match up. And curve it in. And now I've done everything except we need to go back here and do step 4. Label every other point. And I've already, from my vertical asymptote, I already got this and this. I just need to get this and this.
1 and 1/2.
How do you know that, Ethan?
Love you guys.
You're right about this one, but not this one. Let's look at what's happening. The period. Try and see if you can figure out what the period is. Just do it real quick. Mr. Susan. Yep, thank you. Okay, now let's find the period. The period, if you didn't find it already, the period is pi over b. And b hasn't changed, it's still pi. What's pi divided by pi? 1. What that means is it is the distance between vertical asymptotes. For instance, the distance from here to here is a half, plus another half is 1. So the distance from here to here is 1, which means just add 1 to that. What's 1 plus 1/2? 1 1/2. Let's write that as 3 halves.
What's that?
If you write 1 1/2, that's fine, the same thing. Okay? So, easy question, but it doesn't seem like it. What's this? 1. Exactly between 0.5 and 1.5 is 1. And now I've finished it, I'm done. I've graphed it. Okay. Let's do B.
Crap.
What do you think's what happened to sine and cosine when A was negative? It flipped, right? Let's see if that happens with this. I'm here to tell you it does. Okay, let's draw another graph. Seen some of you already starting that. Well done. Two tick marks left, 6 right, and 1 up and down. I just remembered I didn't take attendance, so probably leave that taken care of. Okay, so my vertical asymptotes all start the same. I've already written it down there if you want to maybe write it down there too. But they all start from negative pi over 2 times b to pi over 2 times b. What's b?
Pi. Or 1/2.
1/2. So let's just plug that in there. What's 2 times a half?
1.
1. And so negative pi divided by 1, because these cancel to give me 1, is just negative pi. 2, well, pi. Where do I put that? Same spots every time. 2 in back is the negative pi, 2 in front is the other. And what do I do at those 2 points? The vertical lines, the vertical asymptotes. Where else can I put a vertical asymptote?
4 over.
4 over again, because I went 4 in between those two. I go 4 in between those two, and I put my next one. Now you're starting to see they're all the same. Can I just go and graph this without knowing the other points first? Try it. Actually, don't try it. Put it at 0, 0. And I want to show you something. What is this point? Half pi, right? You don't have to write this. This is pi over 2. I'm going to plug that point in right here. You do not have to do this. Just follow along and watch what I do. I'm going to go y equals negative tangent of 1/2 times pi over 2, which is negative tangent of pi over 4, which up top is negative 1 times tangent of pi over 4. If I look way up on my sheet, it says that it's 1, which is negative 1. So at this value, it's here. Which if you look at all the other graphs, it's been up here. Well, that's because this is negative. Just like you guessed, it flipped, it does flip. So if this one's down here, what do you think this one is? Up here. And then it just is the same thing, just the other direction. So, how can I graph this one? Where should I go first at this point? Up, then 0, then down further. Here. Now let's get our x values. How can I do that? Well, let's find the period. The period is pi over b. Pi over 1/2. Well, we just got done talking about how to do this. Pi divided by 1. Keep it, change it, flip it. So I get 2 pi over 1, which is 2 pi. That's my period. Which makes sense. Because the distance between here and here is pi plus pi, which is 2 pi. So what's this?
3 pi.
3 pi. Because the distance between here and here is the period, 2 pi. So if I add 2 pi more to it, that's 3 pi. And what's between them?
2 pi.
2 pi. And then I'm done with my graph. I can't believe I'm doing this. You got 19 minutes left to do one problem.
No.
But I am going to walk around and I'm going to talk to every single desk. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do it on your own, then I will walk around. Work with people around you if you're really confused. Find somebody that knows what they're doing if they're confused. I will talk with every single desk before you leave this room.
You're telling me 3 people can't get $10 I gotta get a haircut again. I just selling you a lot of files. I think
Yeah, my sister sent it to me.
Hey, come back with me.
Because I used to have that down. She She was asking because she was a great girl. In my case.
Huh?
Yeah.
About what?
Recording. No, she's probably like 4 step brothers. Except he won't let me talk.
Good call. I probably could end it.